Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today is our podcast number 94. It's Thursday the 25th of July 2024 and here we are all together again hanging out for another week. Doesn't time just fly? We're nearly at the end of July, which is just crazy. I cannot believe that. I know I say that every week, but every Thursday comes around so quickly, which is great, which means we get to hang out together. Now I'm sure that you've all been up to many hours of fun crochet, and I hope that you have been. I certainly have had some time to do so, and some of you took the time to send them in to us to share and ooh and ah over today, so I will definitely be showcasing them soon. I cannot wait. Of course, I have my clipboard at hand and I've made some notes because I like to refer to them to keep me on track, but sometimes there's a blooper here or there, but that's okay because that's how we roll around here at Coco's Crochet. As long as we're all together and we're having fun, that's all that matters. Now, usually we would start off with Tile of the Week Thursday, and that's not going to change for a while, guys. Although there's no more new tiles to show you, I'm pretty sure that we'll have a few makes from Josephine in the near future, because I know that she's trying to put some of her tiles into a couple of different projects, and I certainly am. As you know, the whole, time that we've been making these tiles, I've been talking about a blanket that I want to put together with all the tiles. So what I did last week, since I saw you, I've taken the tiles and I've put them into two piles. One, which is going to be my working tiles, that I'm going to actually put into the blanket, and then there's a few that are left over that I might be able to use them for something else. We'll see how we go along the way because they're not squares, so I don't know if I'd be able to incorporate them in the blanket at this stage, but I'm very excited to bring you some progress today. I've actually started the blanket, but I have a few little interesting stats for you. So in total, all of the tiles that I made, for those of you that want to know, and I didn't convert it to ounces, it's just in grams, so I apologize for that in advance. Sometimes I get a bit excited and forget to put in a couple of little stats, but in total it was 1,523 grams. That is crazy, right guys? Now 100 grams usually equates to about 3.5 ounces. So if we times that by 15, 3 fours are 12, is that about 110 ounces maybe? Now that's just a guesstimate, but I wonder how close I got to it. So these are the tiles that I won't be using in the blanket, these ones here. So when I took away that amount of, the weight, what I was left with is this guys, this stack over here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, such an awesome tower, right? And also don't forget, I have the other 4 tiles, which is Sam's, Mike's, Josephine's and mine to add in that. So in total, before I put the border, connect them and do the border, I calculated it at 1,309 grams. So that's, a lot of yarn when you think about it, because they're all, they're not giant. Some are small and then we've got some that are bigger, obviously. And they only do use scraps. And at the time, you don't think that they tally up too much, but they actually do. And I only used 8-ply or DK weight yarn. So imagine if you were making, because I've got around, let's guesstimate 60 squares in there, but when I put the blanket all together, we'll do a little tally of how many in total. So they do weigh quite a bit in the end, don't they guys? So let me pop down those statistics. As you saw, we have the big stack to work with, but in the meantime I started the center because I thought no matter what I do with the rest of the tiles, I wanted the 4 mosaic tiles that like Sam and Mike sent in, Josephine and myself, to put them together. Now those of you that aren't sure what I'm talking about, guys, our friend Sam over at Manford's Makes, she ran a organic crochet along for 2 years, and she has a playlist on Tile of the Week Thursday on her channel. Please go and visit her if you wish to, because it's so many hours of entertainment, and also you get to see some nice new tiles. And if you put in the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, you'll see everybody that joined in. And as I said, I'm continuing for the next few weeks. Hopefully sooner than later I'll be finished. But let me just show you what our 4 tiles look like. Oh my goodness, this is, for me, this is such a treasure and I absolutely love it. Even if I stopped here and made a cushion out of it, I'd be happy. But I have made a promise to myself and to you that I will endeavor to make a blanket. So let me show you guys. It's actually turned out really nice, I think. So this is the center. Now, for those of you that don't remember, and I've got it on the right side, so let me just show you. You can see here how I've joined it. So basically all I did was slip stitch in the back. And this is Sam's tile. So this was the biggest tile because I think it was made with, is it Aran weight yarn, which is like a 10 or a 12 ply. And then this one here is Mike's. And this one here is Josephine's. And this one here is mine. So I tried to balance it out so, you know, it looks like a nice center. But I did have to put a border around Josephine's, mine, and Mike's, just a half double crochet border around because Sam's was just slightly bigger. But there it is, guys. It's already started to form. I'm trying to make it so that you can see all the top, so it's not all wavy. But that's it. I'm so excited that it's already started. Look at that. What an awesome size cushion that would make, or a very pretty top. But for now, this is what I've done with the tiles. I'm going to pop them on top of that tower that is just there. And it's balancing just right. But with the other tiles that I said in this stack here, not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I did make something which I think is very, very pretty. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm going to be using my white yarn, so the Marvel DK Weight 8-ply yarn, which is one of the colors that I used in all of the tiles to put them all together. I just thought that it would marry them all up and it wouldn't stand out too much. So yeah, that's what I'll be putting them together with. So I got one of the tiles that wasn't a square and I put it inside this ring. And here we are here. Along the way when I was making these shapes that weren't a square, I kept thinking that some of them would look nice in a ring, and this one I think really, really does. And again, I just used some of my leftover, like the blue, obviously. Look at it. It's all nice and, you know, messed up there, but you can tell it's a working yarn. And in between I did 25 single crochets in between each one. And here we are. Now this is a 20 centimeter ring, which I think is around 10 inches. Again, I'm guessing 9.5, 10 inches, but that's a beautiful size one. Now I love what our friend Julie at KS Mum Crochets has done, and she's put them up on her wall. And I absolutely love that idea. I've only got 2 now. But who knows, Julie, maybe one day my wall will be just as beautiful as yours. So that was one of the tiles, as I said, that I put to good use. And I'm so very, very happy that I had the ring handy, even though it wasn't a cheap ring, because it's just one of these iron rings here. And I did pay $2.99, which I think is a bit pricey for it, but it was only bought at the local shop. So I might go on Amazon and see if they have any excuse me, in bulk, because I think that if I'm going to put maybe some of the others in a ring as well, or for future ones that I make, any doilies that I want to put in there or mandalas, it would be nice to have some handy. So that's it, guys. That was the contribution towards the blanket this week. So slowly we're getting there. What I endeavor to do before I see you next week is lay it down on the floor, all the tiles, lay them out, and hopefully get some sort of design or pattern going where they all fit together, a little bit like Tetris. So we'll see how we go. Fingers and toes crossed that I don't have too much of a challenge. So if anyone has any tips out there on how to join different size squares together, please share. I am more than open to your suggestions, and they would be very much welcome. So now the best part, guys. You know we love this part. Let me showcase your makes. So this week, our friend Shirley, she's been making some more blankets for Camp Boggy Creek, and they are beautiful. Excuse me, let me pop my clipboard down there, because let me tell you, there's no more room on my table here. So the very first one here, and these are some new yarns that Shirley's been working with. So let me show you the yarn first, and then I'll show you the whole blanket. Now this is the Red Heart Bitty Stripes, and the colorway is Sunset Beach. It's so pretty, and the pattern is by a YouTuber who's called Massive Crochet, and Shirley said that she doesn't actually name her stitches, but it is actually beautiful. So let me show you the completed blanket here. Oh my goodness, and the border, and it is a very pretty stitch. And how beautiful does that yarn stripe when you actually crochet it up. So that was the first blanket that Shirley made. Now look at this one here as well. This one is a new yarn, tells us Shirley, and it's this pattern is actually a C2C granny stitch, and I'll show you the whole blanket in a moment. And the yarn is Big Twist Rave Cakes, and there's the cake there. The colorway is Cyan, C-Y-A-N Crush, and Shirley tells us that it's beautiful and bright and very, very soft. Look at it there, absolutely gorgeous, and that it's in the colors pinks and blues. Absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much, Shirley, for sharing them. I can't even imagine how many blankets you'll have made till the end of the year. Please send us a tally the next time that you send them in. We would love to know. Now, our friend Alley Cat's been very, very busy crocheting up these very cute axolotls. How sweet are they? So the grey one is a Repeat Crafter Me very recent post, and the other one over here is a Pinterest pattern. They are so adorable. I definitely need to add these to my crochet to-do list. So thank you so very much, Alley Cat, for sending them in to us. And our friend Liza has been very busy creating a amigurumi out of her Crochet Now magazine. And this is Sir David Attenborough, and the pattern is by Melissa Watson. Now let me show you from his head down to his toes. And there he is, out in nature like he usually is, and he's got the world in his hands. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much, Liza, for sending him in to us. As usual, your work is beautiful. So they are your makes, guys, for the week. So thank you for sharing them with us. And now it's my turn to show you what I've been up to. So I do have my clipboard here so I know where to start from. So as you know, I'm participating in 2 cows, and they're both amigurumis. So this week I can also put in the hashtag things we're making Thursday, because for the month of July it's all about amigurumi. So I'm participating in Cassandra's cow, which is Amigurumi World Tour 2024. So what Cassandra thought, and we all thought it was a brilliant idea, and I've jumped on board like many of you have as well. So this book here, Whimsical Stitches, and the author is Lauren Espy, or should I say the designer. Now she's actually watching as we speak. She's following along to see who, what and where is being created, and I think she's very chuffed that we've all jumped on board. Now this is a beautiful book if you don't own it yourself. It has been very popular for the last couple of years. So what Cassandra did, she bought 2 books and she shipped one over to the USA, because there is a huge amount of people that wanted to join in. And then there's an international book that's coming through Europe down to New Zealand, and it's making its way to Australia, all the way to me, because I'm going to be lucky last. And I wonder what pattern will be left for me to make. I hope it's not the hardest one in the book, but they've all been fun along the way. So this week it ended up in, I think one part of Portugal, a second stop in Portugal, and we made the turtle. So let me show you the little turtle in the book. Now, it all started off with this whale here that Cassandra made, and we've made a few little things along the way, and here is the turtle, guys. Look at him there. He is very sweet. He did have a few parts to sew on, and you know that has always been my challenge. But I think I managed to do an okay job. The only thing I didn't have was a lighter green, but that's okay. And I did cheat a little bit on the shell because I used this beautiful variegated yarn here. Here's his little face. He's missing a mouth. There's his little shell and his legs. I think they have a tail, don't they? Turtles, but I don't think I missed it out. But anyway, I think it turned out pretty cute. There he is saying hello to you, and he's going to join his little friends here. So let's make room for him. There he is there. So now we're waiting for the next stop for the international book. And if you're following the USA book, I believe it's with our friend Caroline at over at her channel. You'll be able to catch up with you know, what she's making. I think we've all guessed, anyone that knows what she's all about. So I wonder if you've all guessed as well. I certainly did. I'm not surprised at all, and I cannot wait to see hers. Once again, if you put in the hashtag Amigurumi World Tour 2024, you'll be able to see all the YouTube creators that joined in, and it is a lot of fun to watch, you know, their version of their little whatever that, it's not just animals, because you know there's also food and other things in there as well. There's also some plants, so I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Just put in that hashtag and go and hang out with them. So thank you so much, Cassandra, for inviting us all to join in. Absolutely love it. I keep waiting to see what's coming up next for us, and I'm trying my very, very best to keep up. Now, our friend Sally at Nanny Moon's Crochet, she's also put out a cowl, and it's an amigurumi one, and I thought I'd best join in that one as well, because Sally is a wonderful friend as well. And also I need to practice my amigurumi. The biggest challenge for me, I've realized now, guys, is all the little bits, sewing them together, but that's okay, we get there in the end. So Crochet Donut Buddies, this is another book that's been very popular and that a lot of you, I'm sure, have in your collection. And if you wish to join in either of these cows, please do so. They are a lot of fun. Again, that community feel is, you know, what we all crave, and this is one way of getting it. Now, in this book, every week, Sally has a huge bag that she's made, a drawstring bag, and in there she's got those big balls, you know, the color balls that children play in, and she's put the name of each donut, and then she chooses one for the week. Last week was the little hamster, and here he is, what he looks like here. Now, last week I showed him to you and he was just in pieces. There he is there. Now, I'll show you my little hamster. I'm not sure if I'm in love with him or just in like. But here he is here with his goggly little eyes and his ginormous cheeks, right, guys? And there's his little back there. Yum, that looks delicious. So that's our little hamster. He's going to join his other friends up here in our little, this is where all of the food's going, I've decided. And this week we're going to make a unicorn. So I'll show you the unicorn, and hopefully I'll have it finished and sent to Sally before Monday. So if you haven't already hung out with Sally, please do so. She's got so much happening at her channel as well. So there's the little unicorn. I've only just started to make the body. So there's the body, so the donut and the icing. And I am using this nice sparkly yarn. I'm not sure if you can see it. Here it is here. And I've just started one ear. And then for the horn and the hair, I thought I might use this yarn. I think that's very bright and colourful and very pretty. So let's see how that works out. I'll bring it to you next Thursday so you can see what happened in the end. So I'm working on those two cows and I'm having so much fun. Thank you, Sally, for inviting us to join in as well. It is a lot of fun. Let me tell you guys, bringing these little donut buddies to life is just awesome. And I also finished a bag this week. So this is Finish It Fridays. It was started by our friend Terry at Yarn Joy Podcast. Now, of course, it's not Friday today, I know that, but I won't be putting out a separate video as I've told you. So I've been choosing some sleeping whips and I've put my attention to them, and let me tell you, I managed to finish my bag. Let me show you. It is gorgeous, guys, and it's already been out. So here it is here. There's the base, and I'll tell you all about it. Now, this is how it opens up. It has been lined. What's in there? See, my tissues from the other day. Let me take them out. So it has got the lining inside. The two straps, I could have made them a bit longer or a bit shorter. If I made them longer, they would have been crossbody. A bit shorter, no, that's okay. And what I'm thinking about doing is putting in here a magnet button on either side. It's not necessary, but it will make the bag sit very nice. Otherwise, it's a great size bag, guys. I absolutely love it. And let me show you the pattern and the yarn. So this pattern was gifted to me and the yarn by our friend Josephine at least a year ago, maybe longer. So thank you so much, Josephine. And it is here. It's a Wilmade or Wilma Westenberg pattern. She also has the YouTube tutorials to go with it, including how to line a bag if you're not sure. And mine was only hand stitched. I probably could have done a better job with the stitching, but as I said, at least it's lined. So that is so super awesome. And I used one of my fat quarters. I could have used two, but I didn't want it to be too saggy in there. So I only had to use one of these, and that turned out really, really well. I only got these for $1 at Spotlight, so that was awesome, and they're just cotton. Now the yarn that we use for this, and I'll hold up the yarn so you can see it, it's this rewind tape yarn. So if you're not sure what tape yarn is, it is very, very flat. And when you crochet with it, it makes quite a sturdy fabric, which is pretty awesome. Now this one here, let me just put my glasses on because I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So let me show you here. So it is a Lime brand rewind tape yarn, as we said. It comes in 100 gram balls. I did have 3 balls, and this one is actually still quite full. So I went through, let's say, 2.5 balls in total, including like crocheting it together and like, you know, putting the squares together. The colorway is Current Situation, so it's a beautiful purple color. It's 70% polyester and 30% viscose. That's what it's made up of, and we did use a 6.5mm hook for it. It was a very fun project to make. I must say that I can't believe that it took me that long just to make the handles. I did put them on a little bit different to the way Wilma suggests, so I wound them around 2 of the double crochets. She did suggest that you can poke them through and knot them, but that was just a suggestion, so you can do it any which way you like. And if I do pop the little magnetic buttons there, I think it will be a nice addition, but not necessary, as I said. So I'm so happy to have finally finished that project. And I can't believe that it took that long, like I said, to do the handles. It was only a couple of hours work, and then I sewed it together and I was done. So we can tick that one off the list as well. And like I said, it's already been out and about, and I had a wonderful time showing it off to everybody. So they're my makes for the week, guys. What else have we got here? Oh, okay. This is so super, super special. So our friend Thea, she has sent the newlyweds a housewarming gift, and let me show you. There are 3 amigurumis, and they are very much like a very thoughtful housewarming gift, because what you will see, my son and his wife will absolutely love. Now they all came wrapped in this beautiful, beautiful paper, purple. Thea, you know me so well, and you know I love to keep this, and I'll fold it up as nicely as I can to put it aside, so maybe I can put it to future use. Now wait for it, guys. You have only seen a photo of this before, because this is the second Freddie that Thea has made, and this is going straight to my daughter-in-law, or as Caroline for the Love of Crochet would say, daughter-in-love. I love that, Caroline. You know that I had to just use that. Look at him, guys. Thea, thank you so much. He is amazing. The attention to detail, look at that, guys, is just crazy. This microphone is spectacular. His moustache, his hair, oh my goodness, his jacket, everything about him is spectacular. I want to get one of those stands that I can pop him in there. So I'll put him in there so that he can stand up. How cool will that be? I think I've actually got a couple around the house from the porcelain dolls that we used to have back in the day. So that's one. So that's going straight to my daughter-in-law. And then my son loves Pikachu. He's a Pokemon fan, and he has been wanting this for so long. And now look, he's got one. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see his face when he receives this. This is so awesome. Thank you, Thea. But it doesn't stop there. My son is also a huge Harry Potter fan, and this is Mandrake in his very own pot. Oh my goodness. Could he be any cuter, guys? Look at this. The attention to detail, as I said, is just ridiculous. So Thea, thank you so very, very much. This is one of the most thoughtful housewarming gifts that I have seen in a very long time, and I'm sure that they will be ecstatic when they receive it. I will let you all know. Now, other than that, I have to remind you guys, if you haven't seen it already, I've got a new mini-series that I've been hinting at for the last few weeks. And if you haven't seen it, it's called Knitting Machine Makes, which helps me produce awesome things like this, guys. So if you haven't already checked out that video, please go and do so. I know that, you know, a lot of you already have seen it, but even if you don't have a knitting machine, I think it's going to be fun to join in and have a look at what we're creating. And anybody that has a knitting machine and you would like to share your makes with us, please do so, because I'll be showcasing them in those videos. So that's pretty much it, guys. The only other thing that I'm working on is, so the votes closed for the Crochet Society box number 49 project, and there was definitely a winner, let me tell you, by wow, yes, there was a winner, and I've started making that project, and I'm hoping to bring it to you maybe within the next week or so. So that'll be fun to, you know, let you know what my thoughts were on that. And then we're fast approaching, as we said, the end of the month. I can't believe that. So I'll have my supercalifragilistic video out for you. And I do have like a little roundup, you know, of what, you know, all those cows that I'm working on. And I do have my Christmas extravaganza, you know, makes to showcase for K&K Crochet's Christmas extravaganza. I can never say those words. So if you haven't already, like this whole month, you should be visiting Kay and Kristen, because they have been showing us so many makes for Christmas and any other time of the year. And also this great Christmas trivia on the channel as well. So please go and make sure you hang out with them. So that's it, guys. Other than a little bit of life, this is going to be a wrap. So back at work this week. What can I say? My crochet time has been cut in half, but that's okay. It's been great catching up with everyone because I was away for a whole month. So as you can imagine, the whole week, every time I saw someone, because some people don't work every day, some of the teachers in particular, well, I got to tell the wedding story over and over again. So I had a wonderful week, so I can't complain at all. Tomorrow is Friday already, and then we're at the weekend again. It's just crazy. And then literally, we're nearly at the end of the month, guys. I'm trying to find the calendar, but like we said, today's the 25th, so within the next week, we'll be done with July. So I hope you're all making the most of it. I know that some of you have, like I said, been battling the weather, and that may not have changed, but I hope that it has settled for you wherever you are. I hope you got some crochet time in, because after all, you know, that's what gives us our Zen moments. That's what it's all about. So until I see you all very, very soon, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.